Appearing on CNN just a short time ago, Dr. Anthony Fauci spoke about the first mass trial of a coronavirus vaccine, which began today. He said he's cautiously optimistic that we'll have a vaccine that works. That was his words. The vaccine was developed by Moderna and Dr. Fauci's agency, the National Institutes of Health. About 30,000 will ultimately participate in the phase 3 trial, either by receiving the vaccine or a placebo. Not just among health officials is there a lot of excitement for those participating in the trials as well. Our senior medical correspondent, Elizabeth Cohen, spoke with the very first person to receive the vaccine about why this milestone is so important to her.
Joining us for the news at 11, I'm Dawn Baker. We have that breaking news we're following out of Hinesville tonight.
Dawn Baker usually delivers the news.
You'll verify your name again for it?
But Monday morning, this television anchor in Savannah, Georgia, made history, as the first person in the United States to participate in a phase 3 clinical trial for a vaccine against COVID-19.
Big day. Certainly is. It's really exciting to me that I could be a part of saving lives eventually. I mean, instead of just being scared and praying.
After Dawn's injection, study leader Dr. Paul Bradley called Moderna the company that makes the vaccine.
Connor, I have amazing news. We dosed the first patient.
The National Institutes of Health is collaborating on the trial. Dr. Anthony Fauci marked the day on a call with the media.
I can tell you absolutely the first one was at 6:45 this morning in Savannah, Georgia. Indeed, we are participating today in the launching of a truly historic event in the history of vaccinology.
There are nearly 90 study sites across the country for this vaccine. And phase 3 trials are underway for 4 other vaccines, 3 of those in China and 1 in the United Kingdom.
Hi, how are you?
Scientists hope that results of Moderna's trial will be clear in a few months and a vaccine on the market by the end of this year or the beginning of next. But that's if the vaccine is proven safe and effective, which is not a given.
Let me explain how the Moderna vaccine trial works. This is the vaccine, and about 15,000 people nationwide will get injected with this during the clinical trial. Now, this looks similar to the vaccine, but actually it's a placebo. It doesn't do anything. It's just saline. And another 15,000 people will be injected with this. And then afterwards, doctors will compare who gets sick with COVID-19 and who doesn't.
Doctors are recruiting study subjects who live in communities where they're most likely to get COVID, so they can see if the vaccine truly works.
We want people who are going to be exposed out there in the community, living their lives, whether they're, say, a healthcare worker, where unfortunately we get exposed frequently, maybe they're working in a grocery store, but we want people that are, unfortunately, at risk.
That's why doctors are recruiting heavily among the African American and Latino communities, where COVID rates are especially high. But it's a challenge because historically those communities have been abused in medical research.
Very suspicious. So maybe, since I was at least bold enough to come forward right now, that might change that.
Coming forward to play a part in ending a pandemic that has brought the world to its knees.
You are the first person in the United States to get a shot in a phase 3 COVID trial. What does that feel like?
It is very exciting. I'm very anxious about it. I just hope that they're really, really good results. I know a lot of people are doing a lot of different vaccine trials and things are going on, but number one, I feel so proud to be in.
And Elizabeth Cohen joins us now. Elizabeth, phase 3, obviously it's a big step. How much confidence is there that this will work?
No, as Dr. Fauci said, he and others are cautiously optimistic. That's because, Anderson, they've already tried this vaccine out in dozens of people in earlier trials. And what they found was that they got a good immune response. They looked at the patient's blood. It looked good. There were good antibodies that theoretically, and I stress the word theoretically, should fight off COVID-19. But now this is the real world. They're going to vaccinate these people, put them out into the world, and see if it works. This, Anderson, is the real test.